Reddit, what is the worst movie scene of all time besides the Catwoman basketball scene? The scene in Transformers 4 when Mark Wahlberg and another character argue about whether or not it's legal for him to sleep with Wahlberg's 17-year-old daughter that ends with the other guy pulling out a card with the relevant legal statute that lets him have sex with a teenager. What? It's so weird to think about. Michael Bay wanted this joke. That stupid card was on a prop list, prompting someone to type it and laminate it. Actual effort was put into making that card and putting it in the movie. I sat there watching that and all I could think was, why isn't this character 18? They already established she's graduating this year. Most people are 18 when that happens. Seriously, just give her a January birthday and avoid the creepy shit. Or just don't talk about them having sex. Or anything other than what they did. Wait, what? I would say watch the movie and see, but there are much better ways to spend 2.5 hours, so maybe don't do that. I really don't understand why it was 2.5 hours. Seriously, what producer is responsible for the line of thought, you know what would make this movie better? If it was longer. The damn dance scene in Jabba's palace that was added to the special edition of ROTJ. The definition of cringe. I remember there was an earlier thread about this scene. Someone made a pretty good point that it can be appreciated much more fully if you bang warp wah god way bang bianang. Holy tits, I thought I was having a stroke for a second. Playground scene from the Daredevil movie. After watching the Netflix series and the boxing ring scene, that movie has not aged well. I watched it in theaters with a big Daredevil fan. His thoughts and reaction to the film was more entertaining than the film. I came here to say this. Keep in mind that I actually love Daredevil, and I still think that this scene is by far one of the worst I've seen in any movie. As the nostalgia critic put it, Elektra has nothing to gain from this. If she wins, then great job, she beat up a blind man, and if she loses, then she was literally beaten by a blind man. Why would she ever pick a fight with him? Any scene involving Padme and Anakin's relationship in Star Wars Ep 2 and 3. Natalie Portman can act and even she can't save it. God, they are so cringy, all the getting to know her scenes in episode 2 in particular. It's even worse because she's practically twice his age and falls for him even though he's painfully unlikable. Marion Cotillard's death scene in The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, that was weird. She was just talking, intelligently, I might add, finishes her monologue, and then her head flops to the side, as though she was a rag doll. That whole last 15 minutes was so fucking bizarre. It felt like a different movie suddenly got dropped into this Batman one. The Earthbenders rescue in The Last Airbender. Yet another example of shit the show got right and the movie inexplicably screwed up. The show had a perfect explanation for why the Earthbenders couldn't escape and how the Gong were able to rescue them. The movie changed that for some reason. And then there's the Pebble Dance. There's a horrible movie out there called Splice. Most have forgotten it, but not me. It will forever hold a place in my heart for how dumb it becomes. I could write an essay on what is wrong with the film, but in the spirit of the thread I give you this scene. After Adrian, I won a goddamn Oscar. Brody has successfully fucked his Frankenstein daughter. He and his wife present male and female, genetically engineered animal blobs to the scientific community. The event is a travesty as the genetic females become male for reasons. But as their Frankenstein daughter was made of Brody's wife and this generic blob monster, they immediately wonder what has become of their child. So of course, the only logical thing to do is kill their Frankenstein daughter, of course, so begins one of the dumbest cringe-worthy pants-on-head retarded sequences in movie history. By law of contrived timing, the creature has switched genders, rises from the grave, and is now hyper-aggressive. After a pointless chase sequence, this whole bit is a massive tone shift from what the entire film has been. By the scorpion-tailed bat-winged super child, which has already fucked one of its parents, proceeds to pin down the mother and rape her. So yeah. That's Splice. Fuck that movie, and fuck that scene. Hit the bell for notifications so you never miss a video. Like, comment and subscribe if you're new here. More great Reddit content coming soon.